Hello.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Um, what is on my phone? My goodness. Anywho, welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up just because we asked you to. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. We're almost at 700, Jamal.
I know,
We still got a little ways to go, but we're slowly getting there.
which is good. Which
Yeah.
is good.
So please subscribe if you haven't already, but that's only if you like our content. If you don't, we understand. There's plenty of people out here for you to go visit. Okay, so on the docket today we have Sister Wives Season 16, Episode 2, Four Wives, Three Fires.
Cody. His incessant whining is just grating on my last nerve. Everything's about him. COVID is about him. Um, he like when he said that he feels what word did he use? Like not important in two of his household. Oh,
Oh,
you're
wait.
not.
Yeah, where he's being marginalized
Thank you.
as the head of. He's being marginalized to the point that he's no longer the head of household in some of the homes.
Thank you. I was looking for that word. Like, because it was stupid either way. I'm like, you dumbass.
Well, I think you have to prove leadership, and I don't think he's done that. Um, I I just don't understand how they get along. I just don't. I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me, this whole setup. I've been in 16 seasons now, and I still can't figure it out. And maybe that's my shortcoming. But I think what stuck out for me this episode was Mary being so excited that he was coming over to talk to her, as if
Ugh,
he doesn't come regular, like he doesn't visit Mary at all. So
nope.
she was super excited that he came over to ask her these dumb questions. Um, and she and then his confessional after he finished talking with her, he's like, yeah, we're still married, but there's no romance whatsoever. And I'm just like, you have to throw that in there, you really do. And then
Can't
the
get
thing
none.
with the s'mores at the bonfire thing, she saw Robin told him to go and give Mary a s'more, and she was still happy with that. Girl,
Because
bye.
he made it. Because he made it for her. I'm like, you just thirsty for this man who don't want you? Are you joking? He's letting us know you ain't getting no vitamin D on the regulars, and you excited to get us more. If you don't go to the store and buy you some Hershey's bars, them cheap mini marshmallows, and those great value graham crackers, and use your microwave and just sit down. She just annoyed me so much with that. Somebody help her. Somebody help her. You gonna be excited for that man to make you a really, like, not even a rotisserie chicken, a s'more? Okay, I'm like, when you yeah, no.
And another wife had to tell him to do it. Because you heard how he said, I'm only doing three fires, but you
Three
got four
pits.
wives. And he's like, well, oh, well, Mary can just fit in anywhere.
Right.
That's how he think about you, girl.
But that's how she thinks about herself. She's like, I don't need a pet. It's just me. I'm gonna need Mary to step down now. I can no longer refer her as wife number one because she's not wife number one. When he's not putting in work on you, you can't be wife number one. Like, he really don't want to look at you behind. Like, no, you
He
can't be number
doesn't
one.
even go out to that house to see if that woman still has a pulse. That's how I took that whole thing. When she was so excited he was coming over there to talk with her, I got the impression that he just does not go to visit, call, nothing. Mary is a, oh, by the way. I just
Exactly.
remembered I have another wife.
I'll go to the comments real quick before we go on.
Mhm.
Gina says, I can't chat much, but I will be watching. I just wanted to add my thoughts. Mary was acting so desperate. Yep, it seemed fake. It did. Robin was annoying as usual, in quotation marks for me as usual, with that voice she did. Christine has been over Cody. Oh yeah, been over
Wait,
him.
the voice where she was mimicking kids stay away, socially distance. I
All of her
laughed
voices.
at that. Ah,
Janelle is sick of all of them, yep, and just wants to land for herself. Most definitely. Everyone else
mhm.
can leave, just leave, and she wouldn't care. They could all be gone tomorrow. They could all move and not tell her, and she wouldn't care. She wouldn't care. She'd be juiced, but cool. They gone, all of them. Let's see. There's one more. Sunway says, I like when they lived in Vegas. Same. I don't
Mhm.
like Cry Cry Robin. Yep, can't stand that. My favorite was are Christine and Janelle. It's kind of sad that Christine left, but she did what's best for her. Oh, 100% Team
Mhm.
Christine on that one. Team Christine, because even in this episode, when she said, by the way, we've been going to Janelle's house anyway, so yeah, I don't give a damn.
No, the part that hit me was I picked Janelle over Cody.
Right. Sometimes, like, came down to Janelle and Cody. I chose Janelle. And she had an attitude, now she has an attitude like, what you gonna do about it? What you gonna say? It's done. Whatever.
Mhm.
And did you see the flip flopping Cody was doing?
With what?
How he was telling Christine, no, like we're not doing this, but then he would speak to Robin, like, oh yeah, like I could really see myself like retiring in St. George, and you
Mary
know,
Mary caught it because she couldn't understand why Christine has such a huge emotional reaction. And Mary's the best at putting two and two together with regards to Cody and how he talks with each of the wives. And that's why I like her perspective on this show. Um, she was like, now it makes sense because it seems like he might have been agreeing with Christine with regards to the
right,
move, and then we get out there to have the family meeting, and she brings it up and everybody was like, who moving where,
right, but
including
then
Cody.
with Robin, he flip flops back to like, oh,
Hmm.
I really wanted to move back to St. George. I thought I would retire there, but
Yes.
you didn't have three different what?
Hmm.
You were like, okay, I'm kind of into it. To no, we're not doing it because it's not best for the family. And then you going back and saying, like, I just thought I would retire. Yeah,
Where did that come from?
correct.
Because he was the one that was hustling them out of there. Like, you were going to go back and retire when you said, now this is, was this before or after the law changed? Because the law only just changed for them, right?
Yes, it's no longer a felony. It's just like a parking ticket, an infraction.
Right. So when was you thinking of retiring? All of this time or only just now? And if it's only just now, why is Christine's idea so off base? It doesn't make sense. He doesn't make sense a lot of the time. Oh jeez.
Exactly. He's just a whole mess.
No worries, Gina, for the typing errors. We all make a mess in the live chat. Don't worry about it. We can figure it out. How do you want to go through this episode?
We might as well go straight through because there really wasn't much there. This was a good episode to see them get together and stuff, though.
Yeah. We start off with Cody working out to Ken. I could not believe that was Canon and D that he was working out to. I was like, I know this song. It's a wedding song. Well, anyway, it was just very odd that he worked out to that.
Hmm.
Um, Janelle goes to see him and it's about the get she wants to do a get together because her oldest boy is getting ready to go back to school for nursing at the Air Force Academy or something like that, and we need a lot of nurses, so good on him. um,
Right.
she wants a get together because apparently he spent all his time there and never once saw anybody because of Cody's rules and I think she threw in Robin. Okay, so yeah, she said Janelle said that Cody and Robin observed more than what is required for the pandemic. Okay.
But did you see the shade Gabriel threw though? He's like, was this his idea or was it Robin's?
Mhm.
I know you caught that. That took me out. Oh, even the kids know.
Mhm. But Robin has to be like I didn't realize that her two youngest kids, Solomon and
Mhm.
Ollie, have issues.
Right.
And Janelle should be saying that to her two boys or three boys, however many of them is not one of them boys want to see Cody. I don't think any of them like Cody.
Nope. They just want to see the rest of the family. He could not be there. They wouldn't care.
And quite frankly, you really think that the one that was saying is this Robin or is this Dad? You really think he want to see them little kids? I didn't see him around the little kids. They was off playing in the bushes and he was sitting down there arguing about how a bunch of his friends got it and they had no side effects. Okay. And the young man that's going to be the nurse, I want to see what his opinion of it is a year from now
Right.
when he starts getting like when do they start doing hands on? Like they're in like school first and then they start doing hands on when I want to see how his opinion changes,
Right. I agree with that.
you know. And Janelle does nothing because she agrees with it as well.
Yeah. Why would you say anything when you agree? You
I'm
gonna sit
just
there? You gonna just sit there like, go baby?
I don't never mind. I've got to think about that more. This whole situation is so weird. Okay, so Cody says he's coming over to visit Mary. She's real excited. She says that people ask her why she still stays in the relationship, and it's because it's her family, and that is where she is supposed to be. Um, and then she talks about Christine wanting to go back to Utah. Um, and that's when he admitted that he was really excited at first when Christine brought it up. He does double talk a lot in this episode. Not in
Mhm.
this episode, but with every single wife, he double talked. He
Yes.
flip flopped.
I was like, really? You just put 3 times in the same, 4 times within the same conversation. Whoever you talking to is the flip you gonna flop. I'm like, really? Lead.
From all of these conversations, did you see any, like, from none of these conversations, I did not see how he could make a rational decision. I really didn't, because none of the
Mm-mm.
conversations made sense to me.
No, because he's all over the place. When your opinion changes depending on who you're around, it's gonna confuse yourself, you and everybody else around you, because you don't have a clear line of thought, which is why his family's not where it should be, in my opinion. You know what I mean? It's not like it should be a cohesive unit, and it's not cohesive because he's all over the place.
So then how do you make the decision? Like, so he's not making the decision. He's letting the wives make the decision that three of them have decided to stay in Flagstaff. Is that how it's worked out?
Pretty much, because he's like, oh, I'm looking. I can't just make this. He's acting like he can't make the decision himself, because the way he's have it set up is it's pretty much majority rules, and it's always been that way. But then he gets mad when no one listens to him and wants to do what he wants to do. I'm like, well, you fostered this environment, so what are you talking about?
Hmm.
You can't get mad about a situation you created. If you want to be head of household and do the traditional role of like you make all the decisions, you should have done that. And you should have told your wives, like, well, this is how I think the house should be run. This is what I want to do. Like, are you in or out? You don't marry like four women, set it up as majority rule, then get mad when they just don't want to follow your lead, especially when your lead's pretty much always wrong.
Was this where he brings up Las Vegas and that Christine had a really hard time the first 2 years? Um, was this the conversation?
I don't recall. I don't when they talk, I kind of tune out, but he could have. 'Cause I remember I did hear Vegas mentioned.
He seems to think that Vegas was not a happy place for her. But yeah, she had a first hard 2 years.
Yes.
But
Mhm.
Vegas was the making of Christine.
Mhm.
The woman who picked up and left her plural marriage was a direct result of Las Vegas.
Exactly.
Oh, it's amazing. Like you would think he would know these women after all these years, and I just get the feeling that he doesn't.
Nope.
Hmm.
I don't think he knew them when they got married. To be quite honest.
Well, they get married real quick, right? It's just like a matter of weeks of courting and then the wedding,
Mhm.
and then boom, you're in.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't know anybody. You can't get to know someone in a week.
Well, don't tell Portia Williams that.
Well,
Did
poor
you ever
thing.
watch that?
Oh, I haven't watched it yet. No, that's been
Oh.
like with all the other stuff I have to watch. And yeah, I really don't care about Portia like that. If I'm being just straight honest.
Oh my God. All right, so we're back at Janelle's house, and her son Gabriel, I guess is coming home from school or something like that. And she asked him to stay in the apartment because not only is he back at school, but his girlfriend is back in town and he's, going out and seeing everybody. Um, and this is where he asks, like he says, I don't understand the argument. Like, the only way that I can see dad is if I get sick. And then he's like, he, he then asks, is this Robin or is this dad who's asking this? Shady. Don't get into
Yeah.
adult business.
Well, it's his family, so
Uh-uh.
that's the thing is when your kids get grown, they start getting like forming solid, like firm opinions. This is what you get.
Mm-mm-mm. But Janelle says that she thinks that it's dad.
Mm.
Okay.
If that's what you want to believe, go ahead.
So he could stay in the apartment,
Oh, I
but
love that apartment though.
yeah, it's pretty cool. Especially for a teen. Well, he's not
Right.
teenage, right?
Like he's college age. He's college age.
Right. That's super cool. You don't have to, you're under your mother's roof, but not really in the main
Right.
part of the house. So that's super cool for him. Um, but he seems real hostile though. Like, what else is there?
Yeah.
Is
Why
it
is he big mad?
because you can't see the kids?
I mean, why are you big mad?
You have to tell me. I don't understand. What is this? Just like, I don't know, young people angst? What is the problem here? He's really angry at what's his name? Cody.
I just don't know. There has to be some sort of disconnect there because he's too hostile. Like it can't be all about seeing the family. I'm sorry. It just
Mm-mm.
can't be because especially when you're going to school, working, doing. You got a whole girlfriend. You were. I'm sorry. You ain't thinking about your family. You're not thinking about Cody like that. Sorry. I just don't believe it. There has to be some other underlying issues.
Mm-mm-mm. Well, Cody agreed with Janelle. He's gonna do the get together at Coyote Pass so that Hunter can go back to school and at least see everybody from a socially acceptable distance. And he goes to Robin's house to get all of the tools ready to build a fireplace, not fireplaces, fire pits. Sorry. Um, Cody asked Robin if Solomon and Ari can come to the gathering. I can't believe that she wasn't going to let those two kids go.
I mean, well, they're very compromised. That's why. So I get it.
Right, but you could have, like, he's building all of these separate fire pits. You could have kept the kids right there next to you. I
But
don't know.
she understands that her kids were going to want to play with the other kids. So you know, trying to hold them back would be kind of torturous to them. So I understand why she wouldn't want to let them go. She's like, well, do I keep them here, keep them safe, but keep them away from their family? But you have to stay socially distant from your family, which is hard for children. So she's like, do you even put them in the position to where you have to say no? I think that's where she was coming from.
True, but they're not going to want to play with the bigger boys.
But there was truly, and they all like to play together. So that was her main issue. She knew this what happened at the gathering is what she was afraid of, basically.
Right, and I was thinking, truly isn't that bad, because like I think she has two or three girls. Christine has two or three girls still living at home. I was like, they're pretty safe. I'm not saying, build mud pies together or anything like that, but they can run around the yard together. Not a
But they're like,
problem.
but they seem like the huggy type family, and which was her concern. That's what she said. They're gonna want to
You can like
hug.
that, but I would have let them run around, honestly.
Well,
Uh,
they did. Well, they did, and what happened? What she feared happened. They weren't staying socially distanced, which I said with children was very difficult. Which is why she would rather have kept them home so that she wouldn't have to deal with all that.
but here's the thing, right? I was thinking that at least Janelle's girls were safe. I didn't know Janelle was traveling. I didn't know Janelle was not Janelle, Christine's girls. I thought Christine's girls were safe, truly them. Um, I was like, they're okay. They've been observing all the rules, and I didn't realize that Christine was traveling
Hmm.
and going over to visit Janelle, which I consider Janelle's house compromised.
Oh, highly.
Mm-mm-mm. But anywho, let's see. Wait, doesn't Truly have a problem as well? Or is it
She had
just Isabel
kidney.
that has the
She had
spinal?
kidney issues. Cody said that truly had like kidney failure when she was younger.
Right.
So yeah.
See, you could have let those three little ones run around together.
Mhm.
Let's see. Who was it that said that Mary needed a fire pit? Was it Robin?
Yes.
Girl, stop. Um, Hold on. So then we see Janelle. Oh, they go over, they dig the three fire pits, and we what is he? Oh God, Cody is just so dismissive when it comes to Mary. I still can't get over that. He's like, each of the wives has a fire pit, and Mary will just fit in wherever.
Right.
Mm, damn. But I don't. What is attractive about Cody?
Oh no.
I'm trying, y'all. I'm really trying to see how he has mesmerized these women into staying with him for decades.
I wonder if it's just a religious thing. I'm just saying because like he's dragging y'all around like states. He's not leading properly, in my opinion. Y'all are all unhappy, so why are you still dealing with him?
Exactly. It makes no sense to me. I can't figure it out. So the gathering starts. Janelle is warning her kids to obey the rules. Her boys think that it's stupid. Mary is super excited to see everybody. You could tell Mary been alone for a long time.
Right. She's been really
Um,
quarantining. She's been following the
mhm,
rules like to perfection.
mhm.
That's why
And
Cody went and visited her.
then
He's like, you done fell in line, follow my rules. You doing what you need to do. I'm gonna grace you with my presence.
oh my God. This is where Christine announces that Isabel is finally getting her surgery, and it's not the one with the rods, but it's like all of these fibers are going to be in her back. And, you know,
Hmm.
even if they do break, like there's so many fibers there that she'll be fine. It's just the two of them going. They'll be away for about 6 weeks, and the scar will be under her arm, like under her armpit, kind of, which
Right.
is kind of cool. And Isabel asks if she could get a tattoo to cover it up, and Christine is like, okay, well, you ain't gonna be living at home, you adult.
Right.
But apparently Cody does not approve of tattoos.
Yeah, because even Christine said when she was growing up, tattoos were forbidden, like profusely forbidden.
Mhm.
But she's like, hey, you're gonna be 18, so I don't care. And you can see Christine that just do not, she just don't give a damn no more.
Yeah, because this is also where she said that she's hung out at Janelle's house a few times without
Hmm.
social distances, and that she chose Janelle over Cody. Damn, girl.
Say it with your chest.
Like, I think when she did these confessionals, she had already like packed up the car, the
Yes.
house sold, and she was like, "This is the only outfit I have left that isn't in, like, the U-Haul. I'm like, how long we have here? Cause I gotta go." Oh my god.
She's like, I can't take it.
Mhm.
She said, how many
Um.
confessions I gotta do? Okay, I'm gonna have two outfits, and we gonna make do.
But I have a hard stop at 5 o'clock because I've got to get on the road.
Exactly.
Next, we see back at the gathering, Robin is struggling with the kids, and Cody admits that he's not helping. He's just checked out. He's busy, playing around with the fires, doing hot dogs and s'mores. He is having a grand old time, ignoring all of the women and just playing by the fire.
Like I said, the treatment that they put up with, kinda, is just. But you see Janelle trying to get, like we know Janelle trying to get rid of him. So when she said you can go, I was like, yep, you over it. Don't know what's wrong with Mary. Robin ain't going nowhere. So basically, it's Janelle and Christine who pretty much are done with Cody or just don't care anymore.
Did you hear when Janelle told Dayton, out of respect to your mother's wishes, you need to socially distance. I was like, oh.
Right?
Janelle don't like Robin. I'm
Mm-mm.
seriously. Oh God,
Mm-mm.
Mary is trying to help out with these children, but I think she's having more fun playing with them than being with the rest of the family. Cody takes Mary a s'more, which she's completely orgasmic over, but then in the confessional notes that she saw Robin ask him to bring her the s'more. And Robin, in her confessional, does not admit to it. Whatever. Uh-uh. Then they start talking about their restrictions amongst seeing themselves, and Janelle started this. She started it with asking about the holidays. And then the boys was like carrying on. I don't like Janelle or her family. I just
Shut
don't.
up. I'm like, no, look, I just don't like none of y'all.
I don't. I don't. I like Janelle has always irked me. Um, and I can never figure out why. I just like whatever. I find that she is the one that's always first to agree with Cody when it's in front of everybody else, but I can't help but feel like behind the scenes, she's putting a dagger into everybody's back. I don't trust Janelle.
I know. I can see that.
And what really drove it home to me was when she said, all of y'all can leave and just give me the land.
Right.
I didn't like that comment. I didn't. Tracy, Janelle is your favorite? Girl, no. I don't like her. There's something underhanded about her.
Mhm.
Can't. Tracy, you doing better than me. I haven't. I gotta look at my notes with this stupid show.
It's because
Um,
everything's kind of like because Cody's all over the place, so you have to keep track of what he's talking about.
so when he said let's have Thanksgiving out in the dirt, out there, Thanksgiving's in November. It's cold. I just, I, anywho, Cody is just a mess. I don't think anybody listens to Cody anymore, with the exception of probably Robin. And I'm just wondering how long it's going to take her to be completely aggravated and want to run away too. Um, and that's when he makes the statement in his confessional that he feels like he's being marginalized to the point that he's no longer the head of household in some of the homes. How are you head of household in any of these homes, Cody? How? What do you do that makes you head of household? Especially since all these years he's been saying that the women are in charge.
Like I
Christina's
said,
not
he
his
can't keep track.
favorite. Really? Tracy, you think that Christine whines more than Robin?
Well, yes, because Christine has been whining about Cody not spending time with her, this and that for a while. So basically, what happened is her whining's coming to an end at this point because she's already made the decision to leave. This is where she's gone from whining to not giving a damn.
Who's gonna take care of Truly when she takes Isabel for the surgery?
Probably Robin.
Oh, one
That's
would
what I'm
think
assuming.
let Mary do it since she ain't got no kids. I mean, just saying. But yeah, that was the end of the episode, y'all. That was like, oh, it was basically centered around the gathering, which it was nice to see all of them get together. Um, I didn't think it hurt. I
Mhm.
think it helped them. I think it was long time overdue. Um, if the adults can go out to Coyote Pass and sit down, and have their meetings, I don't see why each of the households couldn't come out there on a more regular basis. I don't know if they were all complaining about wanting to see each other. I think that could have been done. Honestly, they're all Peters to me. Yes, Tracy. Now you and I are talking the same language. They are all Peters, all of them, especially Cody. The stupid show. What was the preview for next week?
I didn't watch it. I try not to watch the previews. No.
I don't remember watching it either. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. But yeah, that was another episode of Sister Wives season 16, episode 2, Four Wives, Three Fires. I was kind of hoping that Cody would fall into one of the fires, but no such luck. Anything else that we missed?
In this case, no. It was a short, salt episode.
Mm-hmm. I don't feel well. Oh, feel better, paranormal. Feel better. Go get some rest. Oh, jeez. Well, guys, don't forget to give us a little thumbs up. And thank you so much. You guys have been so active in the live chat. I love all of your comments. And hello to everybody on the replay crew. We really appreciate you tuning in for this crazy little episode. Um, Join us back at the top of the hour where we will be doing the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip episode 5, right?
Yes, episode
Yeah,
5. Yep.
episode 5. I started watching 6. I didn't get too far because I was in the car. I wasn't paying too
Gotcha.
much attention. Um, I have no clue why they're together. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out this dynamic for years, and basically, I don't get it. I don't get it. So, guys, we will see you back here to this episode. This episode, Stormy Weather, I think is the name of it. My God. It
They was a mess.
was a mess, but Ramona gotta go.
Again?
Ramona gotta go. And Cynthia, I think this was the best exit for Cynthia from the Housewives franchise. She finally came in and pissed every single person off.
Oh, she went out with the bang.
Oh my God. I never thought that I would have seen this from her. But this is hilarious. Hilarious. Oh my God. So guys, come back at the top of the hour so that we can have a cute little chuckle over the Ultimate Girls Trip. All right, my friend Jamal, any final words?
No, we're good.
All right, so until next time.
Of course.
Bye.
Bye.